Watch out! Look at them going. They are crazy.
Okay, you know what, Luty?
Yeah.
I'll give you that one.
Yeah,
you can beat me 1-0, but we'll check in a little bit later today. Casters, who do you think won that?
I think the fans all won that. You know, I'm going to be completely equivocal, yeah, that's that. Everybody won because we got to experience the energy that is going to be put towards this match, the first of our Erangels today, a triple billing. As we sidle over towards match 8 with Nongshim Red Force able to close down a clutch chicken dinner in the final moments of that last game. Now they turn their attention to the grassy pastures, and maybe we'll get an answer to our question about a couple of our other teams, Dukes, because of course the thoughts on everyone's minds when it comes to these Erangel situations is what is going to happen in Pochinki?
Yep.
Is Enigma Galaxy going to be left alone, or is EDA going to continue down their futile path?
Well, that's the question, because the only other question is Enigma Galaxy going anywhere else? And the answer is no, I'll tell you that. So we're going to see what's going to happen on the side of Pochinki. But who's going to get these points, man? We're heading on over to good old-fashioned Erangel. We got 3 of these matches today, and this is the first one here in day number 2 of the finals. Live here in Paris, France. This is the PUBG Mobile World Cup.
It's so American of you to say Paris, France, as if anybody was laboring under the delusion it was Paris, Texas. Come on. That ain't happening. That ain't happening.
It's about the same heat, though, I'll tell you that right now, because it was hot outside today.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's been pretty hot in these games as well, as we are channeling the sun. Even when it's hiding behind the moon, cheeky little sun, you know, got to get him back. We did indeed, but we are going across Erangel once more. The plane path splitting the middle in the most horizontal flight I think I've ever seen.
Right, that's as dead center as it gets right there, literally, right down the middle. And you can start seeing these teams start to spread out. Top players, Aaron right now leading the charge when it comes to damage. But man, those leaderboards changing things up. E-Arena still up on top there. Enigma Galaxy down in 3rd, Wolfred behind them. But Aurora and Nongshim Red Force push themselves up. Now you can see Nongshim in 5th place with 59 points. That's a much more comfortable position. But we are starting to see some point gaps already starting to be present. This is the most important day here, folks, because that's what's going to set that smash point threshold. And E-Arena have a nice little gap here, so they're a little bit comfortable, but it ain't over yet. They got to keep that aggression up all day long.
Hey, you know what? I talked about it before, right? E-Arena, chicken dinner towards the start of the day, and then what happens, right? It's that question of then what happens. Oh, by the way, EDA, not in Pochinki. Enigma Galaxy will be left alone. It is a Gatka split drop for EDA.
Oh,
Thank you.
Time.
Thank you so much to all the coaches, to all the analysts, to the players. I love it.
Shout out to everybody, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? Shout out to Naruto.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Get that Ninetales Furies Og, baby. You gotta get it here quick before it's gone. As the Naruto Uzumaki event is still going on. We had a nice little show match earlier. Got to see some of the A7 boys once again. Man, putting in some work. Dropping them jutsus. Them ninjutsus. Substitution jutsus.
That's what I've been told. That's what I've been told they're called. Absolutely. Beautiful stuff. I mean, we saw that show match earlier today, which was great fun. I think everyone had a good time with it.
It's fun. Calaris,
and you know, Alpha 7 have to win something.
Yeah, they got to win something, that's for sure. You know, anytime I get to hear Calaris cast the show match is incredibly loves to do those, so I'm so glad he was able to get one in.
He looked pretty good with the headband as well.
Yeah, he did. He rocked the red one too. I was like, man, this guy is styling today. Should have kept it on all day, in my opinion.
I think he has.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
right,
saw him
he
backstage.
has.
He was running with his arms behind his back. Yeah. He does that everywhere now.
Wow. I like it. It's a good look. He should hold on to it. Speaking of good looks, right? Ulf looking pretty good today. I mean, they're in 2nd place. They've been getting a ton of eliminations here. it's gonna be interesting to see how this whole thing fares out. I'm interested to see kind of how teams develop their mindset here going into today specifically, because I think a lot of squads just need to pretend like, hey, this is match 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just got our Rondo out the way, now into Erangel.
Yeah, Aaron doing a lot of work for the team on Ulf right now. The elims he's been able to find, picking them away from a lot of different scenarios. He's been able to extract just these sneaky little flush steals once or twice, as well as the rest of Ulf doing a lot more. They had a really solid position during that Rondo. There were some difficult south shifts that forced them off that high ground mountain quite a while into the zones, which kind of took a little bit of momentum away from them, but the fact that they're able to convert and get a decent line on that game was pretty great, pretty great. And getting that match MVP title as well for Aaron. So yeah, it's second place, good news for them. One step closer to E-Arena. It's a very tight grouping over towards the top side of these tables still. I mean, there is a bit of a drop-off, I think, you know, from 9th all the way up to 2nd. It's fairly flexible still, given the number of matches we still got left to play, but it's going to get a lot more solid, and teams beneath that, I feel like you're stretching a little bit far now to try and catch up.
Yeah, I mean, there's still plenty of time, right? I mean, we got to look at the math of it. I mean, there's a lot of games still left to be played. I get where you're going with this, though, right? With how these top teams are performing, it's getting real scary here, right? So if you want to be able to make a run for that first place, you got to start performing here, right now. Especially for that 9th place on down. It really is starting to get chicken dinner time.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we've seen teams go, you know, back-to-back, triple chicken dinner. So for all you guys that are fans there of, you know, 4 Thrives, Vitality, Flat, S2G, all the squads down there, you know, give your team your energy, right? Start spamming the chat. They need that positive reinforcement here, because they are not even close to out of the running there. We got a lot of matches left to go, a couple good wins, and boom, they're at the top.
I'm looking right now at what Enigma Galaxy are doing this split. We saw it from them in the previous stages they played in their group stage. They leave 2 players in Pachinki. They send 2 players out really wide. We've been denied the opportunity to see this happen over the course of these grand finals because of the hot drop with Ida. But now they are unleashed. They've been able to not only get the early loot truck and try and get a little bit of a duplicate on that as well, but they have been able to send out that early duo scout that they seem to find to be successful. They sent out towards Milta Power before on a game that they were able to win in the end, and they now have a foothold over towards the west side in the fields that stretch out to the north of Quarry. And they'll have to figure out how to regroup at some point, but for now there's still a permeable line across the middle of this zone as the arena tried to make it a little bit more waterproof and don't let the Eagle fly.
And the Eagle is grounded here. He's going to go to the lobby. That's the first elimination. Joker catching it. And that is devastation for this lobby, because, I mean, E-Arena are red hot today. Just straight aggression, putting on some points on the board. That 2-2 split you called out there from Enigma Galaxy is great to see. See how well it works out for them, though. As they're putting that 2-2, because if the zone goes on over to the east side, they got a position locked down. If it goes on over to the west, they got a spot. So just depending on where the zone goes, but at the same time, it's difficult to get there. That's going to be the big question. Aurora, still a military base. They're going to be starting to push themselves up through the bridge side. Nobody gatekeeping it, so they should have a clean path on in. But we're still in the very early game here. Only 1 player in this lobby has been eliminated.
Yeah, only the 1 pickup found. We saw that. Over onto Tianba as well, which is not going to be friendly. They had a real glow up into the survival stage, I think it's safe to say. But here, it's not quite been as consistent. And that's probably likely to the fact that you're adding the top 10 teams back in. Right? You're coming back into the lobby with the teams that directly qualified. Tianba, it's great that they've gained that confidence. This is not the Tianba we saw in their group stage, but there is a little bit more force to come up against. And that's, I think, what they're trying to come to terms with.
This lobby is wild. It really is. I love to see just the progression here of PUBG Mobile. back in the day, we had like a handful of good teams and everybody else was kind of pretty far down when it came to skill. But the skill gap has been closed, and teams are going to have to get moving real quick here. That 2-2 split working out for PMWC, considering that they have a couple players in this area. Vitality's right behind them, though. Coops got to get away from this one. He's on the drive. Trying to sneak away here. Serpentine, he's down low. Can he get away? No.
So close. And remember, the 2-2 split there means that he's just not got the cover of another of the rest of his teammates to actually take that fight. So for PMWC, this is the worst case scenario. They've left Satan alone out on the western side. Ralph and Lord unlikely to be able to push on through. Ulf losing Aaron though, as they rotate out to the west as well, is a pretty big pickup for the lobby to be able to find that one. And in the center of this, it starts to get crunched in. E-Arena, I feel like they've got a pretty solid spot on this. Vitality trying to line the edge of that swamp. Defend it like an ogre.
Run, Satan, run. He's all by himself, just trying to find a position for the rest of his team. But the rest of his team is going to have a tough time rotating on over to him.
Yeah, that's. I was just having a little chuckle to myself about how it looks like Satan's trying to go over the north, and the other duo from PMWC, it looks like they're trying to go around the south. And the Benny Hill music was playing in my head. They were chasing each other's tails, and neither one able to catch it. But it's going to be a sent straight through the middle. I mean, for PMWC, it's a repair play. Lovely little thread on the needle there for IQ. Over towards Federalis, and they share the swamp across the way.
Nice little pop shot. Oh, they want this. Okay, 14's on the push. Here come 4 Thrives now. Battling it out. Hozaifa up close and personal. Axel driving away, using that hovercraft to find an off angle. That's going to make things interesting. Vitality going to have to make some plays, though. E-Arena catching out Raouf, so that 2-2 split not working at all. Bounce nade is going to be good from Hozaifa. And 4T turning things around here. There's another one!
Hell yeah.
You had to know it was coming, Axel. And you pay the price.
T24 does get flushed in the meantime. S2G third partying this from the south side. Hot Jukes Razak is in the hovercraft, but it starts to go up in flames, and down he goes. 4 Thrives. Ruthless aggression roll up coming on in. Hit them with the suplex and take them down out of the ring. They are no longer in this Royal Rumble.
Ooh, welcome to Suplex City, baby. That's how you do it. 4 Thrives getting hot. 4 eliminations, taking out Team Vitality with a great shutdown there. And now you can see on the side of Everest, Team Flash, they're going to be holding that high ground. Next circle about to pop. Are we going to see another crazy hard shift? We'll find out. Lord getting eliminated here, and south we go. Yoink!
All right. I mean, to be fair, this is actually kind of chill, given the layout of all of our teams,
sure,
right?
We're already here.
A lot of them decided to go down south. The major feature that caused this is those fields, right, that sit to the south of Hospital. Nobody wants to sit in them. It is really nasty to be in that sort of area, as well as Everest being a roadblocker on the northeast side of it. It creates this lineup. So teams funneled into this south side, so a circle like this actually benefits the majority of the lobby.
Yes, it does. Yeah, I mean, they were already all set up in this position. The zone going here, super beneficial. This is a huge spot here, and it's a battle of contention. Aurora starting to push Nongshim Red Force. It's a rematch, and Nongshim Red Force win once again.
No doubt in my mind that's how it should have gone in that last match. They make it happen, repeating history. And does that mean that Aurora are living up to the definition of insanity? I don't know, but they're gonna have to change something if they want to win the fights against Nongshim and join them back up on the podium, because they are putting some pace down now, the South Korean side, opening distance and take control of an area on the south edge of this circle. Putting pressure onto S2G, man. Stopping Godlike potentially moving in, as well as Flash off in the distance.
I've had the pleasure of being able to spend some good quality time with the players from Aurora, especially after their performance at PMGC. And I'll tell you one thing, if I know these guys, they are fuming right now.
Well, you know, it's not infrequent that Doc wins the MVP award, despite not winning this tournament.
Yeah.
And he's not necessarily on track to do that here, but Yeah, it's evident that they definitely are gunning for this top spot, but right now they're being denied.
Yeah, let's take a look, though, as we move on over to some of these other fights. Now 14 teams are remaining. We got Aurora, Vitality out. A couple players from some other squads out as well. Wolf did lose a player early on. But E-Arena, 2 eliminations. They are the big squad in this lobby. Got a nice position in this zone as well. It's going to be really interesting to see how this game is going to fare. Also can't wait to hear what the Deaths has to say, especially about like that Enigma Galaxy split. I hope we hear from them because it's such an interesting play.
Well, I mean, that circle shift out to the west side that went so quickly kind of devastated them. If it hadn't been as hard, it basically, I think almost any other circle, it wouldn't have been anywhere near as devastating for them. It was just so
nasty
because everybody started flooding west almost immediately. Oh, speaking of difficult circle shifts, that is pretty nasty. But yeah, the regroup was then completely blocked off.
It did it again.
The gap started to close, and the backstop for Enigma Galaxy wasn't pacey enough to catch up this time. Yeah, disappointing, unfortunate. Maybe they need a hot drop to be able to perform well in these games. Maybe Ida should go back to Pachinki, and that's what they've read into. But you know, Ida, pretty happy with themselves that they did right now because they have that Gatka position. They are one of the only teams in the northeast side in these open fields.
And they get blessed here in this circle, and that just goes to show sometimes a hot drop is good to avoid. Satan all by himself. Oh, he's so in trouble. It's on fire. That Murado, he's gonna have to pop out, lay down, and Nongshim Red Force right there. This is like literally the worst location he can be stuck into. Not good. Well, yeah, just a bad game for Enigma Galaxy overall. Still a couple more though in the books.
It's not terrible for him in this position, right? You have this little defilade, you're kind of covered off from the buildings out in the open. The nades, though, from Nongshim Red Force does make it all the more terrible.
That
the
looks pretty
speed
terrible.
with which they rolled up does make it harder, but he's still got a little bit of fire in the belly, Jukes.
Less terrible now. Yeah, Satan on the move. Did get a nice knock there, and now it's bad.
Okay, yeah, well, he's not there anymore. My point was, there is a little bit of cover, and teams on that ridgeline can't necessarily peek over the top. The reason that they were able to do so is because there isn't so many teams out in the open fields, right? And if it happened a little bit later, maybe that would have changed. So I think I read a little bit too much into that to call it enough cover. But either way, he does go down.
6 shot, though.
One of the very few players to be able to knock Hyunbin on that trade, though.
Yep, that was really nice.
Just saying.
Just saying, indeed. Not an easy feat.
Hora.
Wow, what happened to Hora?
They tried to roll in from the west side, and it didn't work.
I
think that's a pretty apt summation of what's about to happen.
Hate to see it.
Yeah, you do. Orangutan have a real opportunity, though, to find an isolated outpost as the south side gets hot as well.
Yeah, it's getting hot indeed. You can see Oh So Easy on fire. But down to 1 HP, he's going to get knocked. Al-Ula looking to take out Nongshim Red Force.
S2G.
And yeah, here comes S2G. This Wizard Tower is by far one of the most dominant positions in this zone, and that's why so many teams, they want it, and they want it bad. S2G on the push. They know that Wizard Tower is weak from this hillside. Starting to throw some utility out, trying to see if they can get a good opening knock here.
Seems like they're slowing it down, though. Over on the northwest side, you've got E-Arena at loggerheads. Scrapping it out across the way as well with Furia. 2 players, 3 players now down. Tourniquet's on the inside, terminating with the P90. Pops the reload there. Gets the ammo back into control, and the res can come through as well for the backlines. Furia are going to get dismantled, and they get taken down.
Oh, it's rough, especially considering they lost out to E-Arena. They feed E-Arena 4 more points. The White Rabbit really on the run here. Hopping to victory. Next zone, where's he going? If it centers up, it's going to be disgusting as that field is wide open. Okay, it goes to the north side.
Is it like a rule that the circle has to touch the edge of the previous one in this game?
Just hug it.
It's just like, yeah, I just pick a point around the circle. Yep. I attach myself to that. See what we're going to go for. Another hard shift is crazy, but it's a crazy fight unfolding for Godlike as they find one, try and trade it around the corner with Team Flash, and Tops goes down. Put into the meat grinder there.
Let's go at Mino, getting a nice knock and finish. 4 points on the side of Godlike. Haven't had the hottest of starts here. Still putting up some points on the board though. OG, other Indian team, putting in some nice knocks. And Godlike OG are right next to each other on the leaderboards. Again, still a lot of matches left to be played. This could be that start for them to take charge. A few good games is all it takes.
There's fewer and fewer matches though getting played. Alula try and roll up, try and take this fight with S2G, but it's not going super well for them as they haven't even been able to find that knock onto Hamzy. Down the hill, he was able to survive on a sliver of HP, gets the healing done nice and fast, and S2G can transition now without Alula breathing down their necks. They've only got one player, and Yasser is already sending out into the open. 4 Thrives getting roadblocked on the northern rotate as Ulf and the Arena sit in front of them. Alula losing their final backstop, and Godlike now trying to roll up into the engagement as Ida takes shots from a distance.
Yeah, and that's it for Alula. Now you got S2G that we're holding this Wizard Tower here, but is now outside of the circle. They're gonna have to get moving. Meanwhile, you got Tianba trying to get rezzed up here. Out in the open. They got a couple busted up vehicles here for cover, utilizing those smokes as well, but the pressure is imminent. Now comes Scarface. Scarface with a nice nade onto Joker. That's gonna finally pepper E-Arena's position. But now E-Arena are in this next zone. Godlike trying to possibly gatekeep this. I almost ran right into that nade. That was dangerous.
Solo remaining for Nongshim.
Did they spot him?
A spiteful look in his eye, a glint, a gleam of malice, but it's spotted by Solke. He sees that one gleaming in the grass and puts it down. Snake out of action.
That's huge. Now they don't got to worry about that anymore. But now they got to worry about Godlike, as they got one of those players up close and personal. Gonna switch on fights all over to this fight though, as E-Arena, top team in the lobby, still alive. Now we're back.
Hey, they're more than alive. They're kind of thriving on this northwest side in that fight. Goodness me. Godlike losing their backstop there as Mino goes down. And now playing on as 2 chunks being torn out of everyone as Turney K continues to turn up the heat with that P90. Finds a load of elims from Ulf.
Turney K now taken out. That is huge. That's going to be from Aching. Tianba now getting in the mix. They know it's E-Arena, so if you're Tianba, this needs to be your hard focus here. You want to be able to slow them down.
I mean, you want to, sure. You absolutely do, but the question is, can you? With Turney K out, you're right, without that P... Oh, wait, hang on a minute. I think Joker was able to recover the P90 just there.
Do you have ammo for it, though? Or
I believe he was able to pick everything up there from the body.
Oh,
but it's a hard shift again.
What is
Dudes,
going on?
It has to touch the previous circle.
It's a roll.
I'm telling you. It's something about this game. 4 Thrives, they're going to have to leave, but they may have to leave one of their players behind as Falak has taken a knee. Scarface down low. Last player alive for Ulf. A nade over the top from
Down
IQ.
low.
Good bounce.
Too slow.
Rolls under. Right behind the wheel arch and it's right in his face.
Bye.
Scarface, you can't chew that.
Oh, man, he ate that one. And 4 Thrives on the move. IQ going on over to Falak. Gets the res right on time. Save.
Able to keep things alive. No idea what that was. Able to keep him alive, but Azaifa not so lucky. As Falak will get back to his feet. But they have a long road to tread now. S2G covering off the south rotate, and I feel like E-Arena sweeping around may not be the worst idea. Maybe try and push through 4 Thrives. Continue on, challenge S2G's backstop, maybe. Oh, it's a difficult approach. No matter which way you cut it. But for E-Arena, they're already on 6 elims, Dukes. They're already into the top 6. They're having a good game, and everybody from 2nd down to 6th has already gone down.
Oh, Schweppes spins out and gets punished. Falak barely moving out the way, gets a couple, but now there's Mormon up. IQ, gotta make a play here. You need to stop E-Arena. They have been too dominant so far. They are putting in work. They take down Falak. Now Mormon gonna have to run away. This nade looks good from IQ though. Oh, it gets to secure. 4 Thrives finally shut down E-Arena.
Okay, so they are drawn a little bit shorter than they could have gone. Really nice hold there from Falak, I think, on that roll-up from E-Arena. He was able to do so much damage. Unfortunately, not able to survive, but IQ was, and he was able to put a 10th elimination on the cards there for 4 Thrives. They have been blasting on this western side in the thick of it. The fight seemingly Well, the flower of their success has bloomed. IQ now rolls over the top, steps up with Aking, and he swings out wide. Nearly sends to the sky, but will take the tumble, finally going down, and breaches them up to 60 points.
Oh, and now he gets it. I'll take that buggy. Thank you very much. As he's going to go ahead and head into this next zone. Uh-oh, getting shot up. Oh, that hurt.
I don't think he is.
And S2G said, no, sir, not today.
Not getting in here. Access denied. Hey, you know what's brilliant?
What's that?
Ida didn't hot drop, and now they're in the final circle.
Oh!
Isn't that great?
It's almost like it was a good idea.
Who'd have thought? Who could have thought that not dying immediately would be a good idea? Orangutan trying to break out from their compound on the north side, but again, so open. Two teams with broadside on you. I don't think you last that much longer here. A cop on that north edge. I feel like we're just waiting for him to go down here.
Oh, yeah.
And he falls.
Goodbye, and S2G finally starting to make some noise here in Erangel, but it's S2G versus Ida.
Two teams from Turkey. Out in the open, though, S2G definitely have control of this circle.
Oh, yeah.
At the moment, Ida are completely penned in within their compound, and with this circle, they have to leave. There is no two ways about it.
Man.
They have to get out of there. The question is how you do it. The start needs to be a big pick.
The zone didn't touch the edge.
Oh my goodness. Crazy.
What a change up here. Kamikaze able to find a P90 and full level 3 gear. Oh man, that is just so good on the side of S2G. Gotta be careful though, he's gonna be hiding behind this tree. Cannot afford to get knocked, but they have full control of the circle. Ida have to move out. If you're Ida right now, you really need to kind of start peeking and trying to find a pick. If you can get a good knock here.
I think. No, they're just mounting up. I mean, look at the timers on those smokes.
Oh,
yeah, they're just going to go to the vehicle rollout and try and crash it. They're going to try and read the zone. The laying out back, the laying out wide for S2G.
Incred money broking.
Very, very low there, and they've already lost two.
Trying to get this confirmation. He should be able to get at least one. Yeah, he'll take that point. All right, well, that's a consolation prize.
But इसको जोन जाना है, जोन आने नहीं देंगे इसको.
Looking to make this happen unless Darkin
ये
gets
pan
a
पे लगा रहे
good
लोग.
shot. He's only got 21 rounds left.
In the Mini 14.
And Kamikaze's full level 3'd out. That's going to be a hard knock.
I mean, there's plenty of ammo left in the back pocket there.
Oh,
Kamikaze.
ouch.
Oh! What a lineup. Steps
Bro,
out a little bit too wide there. And Emre able to shut it down, but he's getting crunched in by the zone. Forced in, but S2G seemed like they had complete broadside here, but now we're in a 2 versus 2. Emre steps back into the blue. Baits Sulke out for the peak, but doesn't quite confirm. He's still down on his belly, though. Stands up, goes for the fight. Does take a lick back, but Sulke puts him down. A 1 versus 2. As Darkin spreads out wide, tries to sweep over towards the off angle.
Hit the gas. Darkin coming up close and personal. And S2G with the DVS. And nah, not today. This is our game to win. That's a big S2G chicken dinner.
S2G.
यार एक चिकन वाला गेम चाहिए बॉयज. एक चिकन वाला गेम चाहिए यार. Chicken wala game चाहिए.
For Ida, a little bit too passive in their zone, in their
We need a chicken dinner, yaar. We need a chicken dinner, boys.
I feel like they were able to do, well, I know that they were able to do a lot more than they've done in any other Erangel over the course of this tournament.
Yeah, or any other game in this tournament,
of this
right?
final.
Yeah, this is huge for the side of Ida. Honestly, a great finish. They were stuck in those buildings. That's a hard one to win. I just personally would rather see them just from those buildings really try to pursue a knock before just randomly sending it in. I think that would have been the play, but hey, you know what? Teams are own. Sometimes you gotta go for it. Could have gone either way, but S2G, I mean, they're so good.
OG अच्छा
खेल
रही है OG. Last 3 गेम से तो OG बहुत प्यारा खेल.
That solo player.
Genuinely बताओ ना. तो आखिरी 3 गेम से तो OG पब्लिक मचा दी. जो कंसिस्टेंट और स्मार्ट गेम प्ले अपन OG का देखते हो लास्ट 3 गेम में देखने मिला. बस थोड़ा वो गेम्स को और अच्छे से कन्वर्ट कर सकती थी OG, बट वो कन्वर्ट कर नहीं पाई. वो कन्वर्ट नहीं कर पाई. इस गेम में एंड जोन में मैं बस OG को अनलकी बोलूंगा, क्योंकि दोनों टीम का अटेंशन भी मिल गया उनको और उनके पास जोन एकदम एज पे था. तो फर्स्ट मूव OG को ही करना पड़ा. अब जैसा 3v 3v3 बोल रहा हूँ, 4v4 में 3 टीम जिंदा है, जोन छोटा है और जिस भी टीम को फर्स्ट मूव करना पड़ेगा वो टीम को डिसएडवांटेज है। जिस भी टीम को फर्स्ट मूव करना है वो डिसएडवांटेज में है, तो वही सीन है। ओजी को डिसएडवांटेज मिला, उसका नुकसान भी हुआ। अगर वो नुकसान नहीं होता, अगर अपन जोन में रहते और वो अपना वाला एरिया जोन में रहते, तो बाकी दोनों टीम के लिए चकले लगने वाले थे, अपना चिकन था, बट कोई सीन नहीं। बट लाइक एंड सब बॉयज, लाइक एंड सब, जितने भी लोग देख रहे हैं, मेक श्योर लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब। वी आर वेरी क्लोज टू 2.6 मिलियन। 4000 सब चाहिए, 1 सेकंड में तुरंत कर सकते हो आप बटन दबा के। लेट्स गो। जितने भी लोग देख रहे हैं, मेक श्योर लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब।